till I was legit. Ever since I blew, they out on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. 180. Attack.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Topper. Watch the ship.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Got three down. Echo. 49, guys. Mike, 49. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you know
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
he's coming, double up.
Hey, 57.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the screen. Banjo. Check the backer.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
I got you. Shit.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Williams. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let him know, let him know. H3-2-18. Chopper, chopper.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
On the ready. 6-6, bullet high.
Up, here we go. Up. Bang, 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 bang.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Ready.
1st and 10, stick. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 41-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get up. Slap.
Recon, 132 fighter. Fight.
They run it here with Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. T.J. Logan with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been to an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. Able to get this to Gordon. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
91.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Shift. Watch the shift.
Check 23.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Blue dot Quarkus, blue dot Quarkus. Check.
Yellow.
Check.
50, yellow.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Man, I got you. Mike's 49.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. Hey, Ripple.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now Benjamin. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
7 on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
64, weak. Under crunch. Now.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Got it.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Mike, 53. 53.
You draw Porter.
53 to Mike.
Hey, echo.
Hey.
Ready?
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Hey. 5.
Here I come.
56, pull it high. 5.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
On the set.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Shoot.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon. Touchdown number 18 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Easy. Hey, 57. Yellow.
Check.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 38, Mahomes. He's going to watch. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Right here.
They'll throw on 2nd down his stick. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, foxtrot.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Delta. The ball.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Here's Gordon. Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
Ten Lobo.
Focus, defense, focus.
Yep. Hey, Alpha.
56.
Smile.
Stick from the gun. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
You ready? You ready?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Desmond King making the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yellow.
Launch 49. Launch 49. Target, 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 target. Exit.
Mahomes now to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. Sets up the screen to Gordon. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come. 56 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56. Let's go.
1st and 10, Stick. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yellow! Run the line! Come back!
Where we go? Say. Player 64, weak. Hold. Mike's 49.
Hey, 43.
Night. Orbit.
15.
It's a safety creep.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Pin the mirrors back in 15.
Shoot. 36. Watch the motion.
On 2nd down now. It's Williams, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Hey, 57.
Let's put that team on the
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
50, yellow.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Watch the call. Check 24. Check safety. Tight dog.
One leg.
Switch. Check 3. Check 3. 66. Bullet high. Tighten up.
Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Yellow. 180. 43.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. He's crossing. Check. Fresno.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Check three.
Attack.
Kill. Hey, turn 61. Matchbox, right. 3.
They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Big stop, let's go. Kill.
Hey, 15.
Kill. 80 weapon.
Correct.
Sponge. No.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Charlie. Go.
Stick looks to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Stick back to pass. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Hey, C6.
Here's Stick on first and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Darren Lee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Small. 56 to my pilot. 64. Weak. Go.
To try again after the sack. Stick. Got Gordon open, completes it. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Stick looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
49, guys. Mike. Go. Push him back.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Watch the ship.
Attack.
Watch the ship. Check 52.
They'll run with Thompson. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Accelerating, and off he goes. And finally down at the 36-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Crunch.
22 jet bomber.
49's the Mike. Watch 49.
Come on. You better bring it.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch twist. Check the backer. Shit. He's checking. Crash. Whip. Watch the whip. Bang.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Go.
Hey, Ridley.
Back to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Kill.
Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 49. Hey.
Yellow.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
Mahomes to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, 43. 15.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I got one. Ringo. Mike's 49.
Back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd, carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Let's go!
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pick it up. Check 4. Check. Yo, bitch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for our visitors, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.